Good morning, everyone. I'm doing my math video by myself today because this one's a little higher level. This is probably for kids in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, maybe higher. So I'm going to share with you one of my favorite everyday math games. So this one is called Factor Captor. And I'm showing you my game board. Honestly, you can make your game board have anything. There's lots of 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and then it eventually... Yeah, I'm going to talk, okay? So there's lots of the smaller numbers because we're going to use them a lot. This game practices your work on multiplication. It's a 2-player game, and I have my game board right here, and then I also have a score sheet. So I have the red team's going to play against the green team. So I'm just going to adjust my video a little bit. All right. So the way the game works is the first player, and so we'll have the red team be the first player, is going to choose a 2-digit number. Any 2-digit number. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the number, we'll do 14. And so when that player chooses that number, they just make an X through it, or mark it. And I'm going to put that as my score for the red team. So under the red team column, I have put a 14. Now the green team's job is to find all of the factors of 14. So we're thinking about what times what makes 14. Well, we know 1 times 14, so we can cross out the 1. But there are no other 14, so I can't cross off its pair. Now 14 is an even number, so we also know that 2 goes into 14. And if we count by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 2 times 7. So I'm going to find a 7, and I'm going to mark off 7. Now that I know is all the factors for 14. So I'm going to look at the green ones I checked off. 1, 2, and 7. I'm going to add them up. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. So the green team gets 10 points. Yay! Now, good job. Now it is the green team's turn to choose a 2-digit number. So let's say the green team chose, Renee, point to one of these 2-digit numbers. Any of these. Point to one. This one. So Renee pointed to 22. So I'm going to put 22 down for points for the green team. And now as the red team, we have to find the factors of 22. Well, we know it's even, so 2 goes into it. So we'll check off a 2. And now 2 times what makes 22? Well, we could count by 2s, but I happen to know that 2 times 11 is 22. And that's all the pairs. So 11 plus 2 is 13. So the red team gets 13 points. Now the red team chooses a 2-digit number. So I'm going to choose, just to show how this works, I'm going to choose the number 13. So I'm going to put 13 points for the red team. And as the green team, it's their turn to find the factors. Well, 13 is what we would call a prime number. So a prime number means that there are only 2 factors, and it's 1 and 13. Unfortunately, for the green team, 1 second, honey, the 1 is already covered, so we can't use the 1, and the 13's covered, so the green team gets no points on this go. And now the green team chooses a 2-digit number. So this goes on until, 1 second, Renee.
Mommy, I like 4.
That's good. I'm glad you like 4. So this game goes on until you run out of 2-digit numbers. Now what happens is when you do run out of 2-digit numbers, then you can go to a single-digit number.
Then you can go to the red team.
And at the end of the game, you total up your scores, and whoever has the most points wins. So that is the game Factor Captor that practices our multiplication facts. You can make your Factor Captor grid have any amount of numbers you wish. You can even make it more challenging and have it go up to, say, 60. I think the Factor Captor 2 board in Everyday Math goes up to 60. But it doesn't have all of the numbers. If you feel like Googling Factor Captor, you can find the game grid on there. So good luck with playing your multiplication games today. See you later.
Mommy,